Hey everyone, have you been searching for floor-standing speakers that actually deliver rich, room-filling sound without breaking the bank? If you've been hunting for something that sounds way more expensive than it is, you're gonna want to stick around. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I recently picked up the Wharfedale Diamond 12.4 floor-standing speakers in Walnut, and after a few weeks of listening to music, watching movies, and even gaming, I've got some honest thoughts to share. These aren't some tiny bookshelf speakers that disappear on you, they're full-size towers that bring a real sense of scale to your setup. Whether you're into deep bass, crisp highs, or just want your living room to feel like a proper home theater, these might be exactly what you need. First off, the sound quality is seriously impressive for the price. I've heard floor standers that cost twice as much and didn't sound this balanced. The Diamond 12.4s have a natural warmth to them that makes music feel alive. I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately, and the way the mid-range comes through is smooth and detailed, it's like the musicians are right in the room with me. Even complex tracks with lots of instruments don't sound muddy. That's not always the case with budget speakers, so this was a pleasant surprise. When it comes to movies, these speakers really shine. I set them up for a Marvel marathon, and the action scenes felt immersive without being overwhelming. The dialogue was clear, the explosions had weight, and the surround effects felt wider than I expected from just two towers. The bass isn't overwhelmingly deep like a subwoofer would be, but it's punchy and well controlled. If you're using these in a medium-sized room, you won't feel like you're missing anything. And if you do want to add a sub later, these can handle it, they're designed to pair well with subs without overpowering them. The build quality is another standout. These speakers have a solid feel to them, not flimsy at all. The walnut finish looks great in my setup, it's got that classic, understated elegance that doesn't scream cheap. The cabinet is well braced too, so there's no annoying resonance when the bass hits. That's something you don't always get at this price point, where corners can cut corners on materials. Connectivity is simple and straightforward. They've got a standard binding post setup, so you can use banana plugs or bare wire without any hassle. No fancy wiring here, but honestly, for most people, that's not necessary. They're also compatible with a wide range of amplifiers, which is great if you're upgrading from an older system or just want flexibility. I've had no issues pairing them with my receiver, and the 8 ohm impedance means they're forgiving if you're not running a super high-powered amp. One thing I really appreciate is how easy these are to place. Unlike some floor standers that need a ton of toe-in or precise positioning to sound right, the Diamond 12.4s are pretty forgiving. I've got them about 6 inches from the back wall, and they're firing into the room without any weird reflections. If you're not an audiophile with a perfectly treated room, these will still sound great without you having to obsess over setup. Now, I do have a couple of minor quibbles. The first is the height. These are big speakers, so if you've got low ceilings or a small room, they might feel a bit imposing. I don't mind it, but I can see how it could be an issue for some people. Also, while the bass is solid for the size, if you're a basshead who loves the chest-thumping low end, you might want to add a subwoofer eventually. These can handle it, but they're not going to rattle your windows on their own. All in all, though, I'm really happy with these. They're a fantastic value for what you get: great sound, solid build, and a look that doesn't scream budget. If you've been on the fence about floor-standing speakers because you're worried about size or complexity, the Wharfedale Diamond 12.4s are a great place to start. If you're curious and want to check them out, the link is below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.